Hi guys, it's me again. Today in this video are going to be these little bows like this. This one here is red, white, and blue, as you can tell. The one in the video that I'm going to be making is going to be, it's kind of blue in the picture, but it's actually a mint green with the polka dotted lines on the sides. So this bow here is about 2.5 inches this way, and from here to this point here is a little under 2 inches. So it's a pretty small bow. It's really adorable. It'd be great for like on top of a ponytail. Ponytail. So in this video you are going to need a roller. You're going to need your scissors, your lighter, your glue gun, and your glue sticks. You're going to need a clip. This one here is going to be on a mini barrette clip. It kind of hides behind the ribbon a little bit better than the normal size barrette clips. You're going to need 6 inches, or around 6 inches of, this is 7/8 inch wide ribbon. You're going to need a 4-inch piece like this, and then you're just going to need a little piece of 3/8 inch ribbon that corresponds with the color of the bow that you're deciding to make, to kind of match. That 3/8 inch piece here will be this on this bow that we're going to be making in this video. So before I get started, I wanted to show you the difference between a barrette clip and a mini barrette clip. There's not really a whole lot of difference, but one is obviously smaller. So this is a regular size barrette clip, and this one here is the mini barrette clip. When you put them side by side, obviously one is shorter than the other, and it's a little bit thinner as well. Let's see if I can show you guys how much more thin it is. Can you guys tell? It's not really a whole lot thinner, but it is. This one here is about 3/8 inch wide, the regular one. And this one here is about a little under 3/8 inches. It's not quite 2/8, well, 1/4, I guess. So it's not quite that small, but it is still pretty small. This ribbon, the size, like the length that you cut, it can be changed to match the size bow that you want. So just keep that in mind as you make it. You can make them bigger or you can make them smaller. It really doesn't matter. I figured this was a good size for the 7/8 inch ribbon. The ribbon that I use, I get the Offray. I get it from Joann Fabrics, and Walmart carries it. So that's what I used for the bow that I just made. Well, not the bow that I just made, but the red, white, and blue bow. And this is for the bow that we are going to be making in this video. And again, they are both the Offray ribbon. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I think I wasted enough time talking to you guys about these supplies and stuff. So at first you want to take your 6-inch long piece and you want to fold it in half until you can find a crease. So you want to fold it in half and crease right here in the middle so that you can find the middle to make your folds and stuff. So you've got that crease there. You can take a pen and line it on the inside so that the pen's hidden, but you don't have to do that. It's not a necessary thing. So now that you've got your crease, you want to take this end and fold it right at that crease, but a little bit above it, so that when you fold this side up, they're both there at the center. So you want to take your glue and you want to put a little bit there, and then you want to fold that ribbon down like that, so that the glue secures it in place, so you've got a little loop. You want to do the same for the other side. So again, you want to put your glue right here. So we'll go ahead and do that. So you've got your glue right there. You want to bring this piece up and stick the edge of the ribbon to the glue. So you've got something that looks like that. That's going to be the front, and that's going to be the back. That's where the creases are, or that's where the edges are that you just glued down. So now you want to do your accordion fold. So this is the right side, this is the front, and right here is the creases, not the creases, the edges. So with the edges facing away, you want to fold that in so it's folded in half. So you've got something that looks like that, and you just want to put a little bit of glue in there, a little bit of glue, and you want to make that fold. And you want to wait until that glue sets in there, so that when you hold it, it's not flying open. Now, you don't want the glue to go all the way up to the edges here, because these edges you want to fold back to the back of the bow. And that's where the name accordion fold comes from. So you want to fold that back so it's like meet right there. So I'll go ahead and do the one side and show you the eyes the other side. Okay, so now you guys have something that looks like this. It's a little funky right now because this edge here needs pulled back and folded too. So now that you've got it like that, you want to again fold this side back as well. And put your glue there to secure it and wait for it to set. Okay, so it's setting right now. There we go. So this is now the front of your bow, and this is the back of your bow. So we want to set that aside. We are done with that piece for right now. Now, you want to take your 4-inch piece, and if you want the tails to be pointed like that, you can cut them accordingly. They don't have to be. They can be straight. They can be pointed inward. They can be pointed outward. It really doesn't matter how you cut the tails. I like to have mine cut like going in to make a point in the center. So what I do is I fold it in half, and then I fold the edges here in half. Let me redo that for you. So you fold that in half. And you don't have to have the outside in, don't have to have the inside out. Doesn't matter how you have it folded, just as long as it's in half. Then you want to take these and fold that in half as well. And then I take, and you want the fold, like the crease here, you want that to be away from your scissors. So you want to start at the edges, like all these edges here, start, and you want to make that cut right here at a diagonal. So you've got something that looks like this. Now I just take my glue, or not my glue, my lighter, and I heat seal it like this so that your inside point is not getting like all rounded and stuff. So I just go ahead and do a quick heat seal there, and pull it apart. It will stick together because the ribbon like melts together. So you may need to go back in and touch up a little bit, but it saves so much. I think it saves a little bit of time, and it again makes it so your point is pretty pointy in the center there. Okay, so now that we've got our tails how we want them, now we fold this piece in half again, and you make a crease here in the center. Okay, so you've got your crease there. Now you want to do an accordion fold, just like what we did with this bow, only we're not folding anything back. So you want to fold it towards you like this, so that your tails are still pointed out. You want to put just a little bit of glue because there's not a whole lot of layers that you gotta keep stuck together. So I'll show you that. You put the glue there in the center, and you press it together like that until it is set. The reason why we made that crease in the center is so that you know that your tails are going to be, for the most part, even when you glue it to this bow. Okay, so now that we've got it like this, you want to fold again these edges back. So you do just like what you did with that actual little bow that we have. You just add a little bit of glue, fold that edge back, wait for it to dry, and then you do it again on the other side. Ooh, startled me. Okay, so now you've got something that looks like that. When it gets glued down, it's going to kind of push these tails down. So now that you've got this bow and this little point here, take your bow and on one side, put glue on the edge. And you want to take this and glue it so that right sides are facing together, if that makes sense. You just want to press it so that they're stuck like that together. And you've got your bow all put together. Now we just got to put on the clip in the center. So for the clip, it's got these little pinchers. You want to pinch that, and the top, or this part here, will fly open. Now this center piece, you just want to pull it out of there. So you've got that center piece, so it's like this. On the mini ones that I have there, the center piece there is a little tougher to pull out, but not a whole lot. So you want to take this 3/8 inch ribbon that you have here, and you want to heat seal the ends, which I already did. And you want to put just a little spot of glue right here on the edge. And I go ahead and glue that to the inside of my barrette clip. So this here is the inside of the barrette clip, and this here is the outside. The outside is obviously where we are going to glue it onto the bow here. So go ahead and line your glue on your clip. You don't have to go the whole way across. I usually just do it right where this ribbon is. So again, just like a generous amount of glue, and we want to stick it to the back of the bow. And when you're sticking it to the back of the bow, make sure that that 3/8 inch ribbon that we already put on there lines up so it's center, so when we wrap it around it looks neat. So we've got something that looks like this right now. That's the front, and that's the back. Now we're just going to take this ribbon here We're going to wrap it up and glue it. And then I like to do a second wrap. You don't have to do that second wrap, but I like to, just for security, that it's going to stay in place. So I like to put glue right here in the center of the front and bring this ribbon up and around, and you want to make sure you pull it tight so that there's not a lot of slack there for the bow to wiggle around on the clip if the clip would come loose on the bow. And then again, just put some glue here on the center of the back, right on over top of that ribbon there. And you want to wrap this around again, securing it to the back of the bow. And then again, you want to make sure you pull it tight. And then again on the front, and then again on the back. You are going to have some extra ribbon depending on how much you've cut. I'll have about 1.5 inches or so extra. So again, you want to glue it to the front. So apply your glue to that ribbon there. And you want to bring that back up around. And pull it tight to secure it. So it's looking like this right now. Now, when you bring this back to the back of the bow, you can either glue it down or cut the excess off, heat seal, and then glue it down, which is like what I like to do. So I find out where the ribbon is going to end, and I like to cut it right around here so that when I heat seal, it's short enough that it's hidden by the bow, so you're not wrapping it around and having a raw edge being shown where your bow is supposed to look nice. And it makes it look so much neater. So again, you heat seal that end right there. And you want to take your glue and you want to put it on the back right there. And then you want to take this and press it down onto that glue. So now your bow is 95% of the way finished. Now all you got to do is add this center piece back into your clip, close the clip, and then the bow is done. So you want to take that clip and push it back in there. Close the clip. Turn around, you can fluff it up a little bit, and it's done. So now there are 2 of these cute little bows, and they are both the same size because I used 6 inches for this top bow and 4 inches for this bottom piece here. If you guys like my tutorials, don't forget to like my channel or subscribe to my channel, like the video, and go ahead and leave some comments down below. I post a new video. It's actually been like every couple of days since I've started my channel. I've had my channel for about 2 weeks and I've got a little bit over 50 subscribers, which I'm pretty happy about. So if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. You can leave encouraging words if you want. Different bow colors of this if you would like. Just any kind of comments that you would like to leave, just go ahead and leave them. That would be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. So I'll talk to you guys later, and don't forget to subscribe.